All right, so the question is, have I gotten wrecked? So I did a video, huge degen on Binance Smart Chain. Will I get wrecked? And I was going after 238,000% APY yield farming. A lot of people see these high APYs and they wonder, like, what is it all about? Like, how does it actually work? Well, you got to understand how yield farming works. You got to understand how permanent loss works. Impermanent loss. It doesn't mean that it's 238% starting today. I'm going to put in $1, and then at the end of the year, I'm going to have, $238,000 or something like that. It doesn't work that way. There's a lot of other external factors. I mean, that is the APY percentage calculated in the moment, but that percentage goes up and down literally hour by hour. So the question is, did I get wrecked? And I want to do this video because and you can go back and watch this video. I'll link it above. It'll be in the description. And it's only about 10 minutes. But in this video, I said, hey, I'm probably going to get wrecked. I'm probably going to lose it, because that's really the safe thing to tell people. Hey, you got to expect like something like this. You never know what's going to happen. It's a new project. It could be some sort of a rug pull on you. It could be a bunch of people jumping in the project. If the spike on one of the two assets, which is probably going to be this one, happens to go way straight up, you're going to lose. As crazy as that sounds, the project goes up. It does well, but you lose providing liquidity. And if you don't understand why that happens, you got to go watch my video on yield farming. You might not understand yield farming. Now, I just want to, before we get into this and I'll show you what happens, this is important development. First pullback, first big day. I was waiting for there to be a pullback day on DeFi Station. This is the amount of dollars, USD value, that's currently locked up in DeFi. What do I think this means? Well, listen, nobody actually knows. Nobody has a crystal ball, but I think this is just speculation. You've got to expect to see a pullback. Now, we didn't see a huge drop. That's good. We're not seeing a huge drop right now. That's really good. I think we're seeing people take profits. I took profits yesterday. I had a buddy of mine who told me he took a lot of profits this morning. I think it's reasonable to take profits. I moved over into some other assets. I talked about that in a video yesterday. I'll link it above if you want to watch it. But I think this is normal. I think this is probably healthy. This is just me speculating. Don't take anything I say as financial advice. I'm not trying to insult your intelligence, but there are people who make financial decisions off of what some random YouTuber says. I appreciate it if you watch me. I appreciate it if you subscribe to me, and I appreciate it if you even like my content. But I'm just speculating as an observer in this space, not some sort of financial advisor. So with that being said, what do I think it's going to do? I think it's ultimately going to continue to uptrend. Is it going to continue to go up this fast? Probably not. I don't think so. It could. Is it going to drop this fast? Probably not, but it could. I just think this is probably healthy. I'm not doing anything major right now. I'm not even making any moves. I'm not pulling a whole lot out. Just a little bit. A couple hundred here and there probably. Just from like yield farming and some of my gains. Now I've been using. Wait, this is interesting too. A lot of projects are down right now. A lot of projects are down. Big downs, by the way, big percentages. Auto Farm is still sitting at number 3. They did cross over 1.6 yesterday. I predicted that a week ago on this channel. I said, look, I think they're at least going to hit 1.6. But here's Pancake. Pancake's gone up a lot more. I think Auto Farm is going to continue to come out. I need to do a full video on Auto Farm. If you want to know more about this project, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll do a full video on them. If I don't do it today, I'll do it the first part of next week. Oh, and I got some news coming up about another airdrop, so stay tuned for that as well. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't. So what's happened to my 238,000% APY? What's happened? Let's go take a look at it. So it's all under $, which is another project. It's a high-risk project, the riskiest thing I think on right now on Auto Farm. And Auto Farm, they basically, the auto is, they automatically find you the best places to earn yields, and they auto compound your yields. And I'll discuss that more in another video. But notice it's come down. It's to 150,000% now. Yesterday, actually, this was 20-something thousand%. It's 18,000% right now. So how bad is the damage? So if you remember from the previous video, I put in about $400 into each one of these. So now we're going to see how bad the damage. And I got to tell you, I got to be honest with you. I was checking it every couple of hours, every hour actually, that first day probably, because I just kept thinking, oh my goodness, it's just going to get evaporated. Because I really thought that it might just get evaporated. But currently, 379, it's down. It's not horrible. I will tell you that somebody actually said in my comments that they had been in these 3 pools for about a week before I was, and they said they were actually up 50%, and that's possible. It's just volatile space. So $379. Now, I'm going to look at the rest of these pools, but I want you to know something. I don't know what to do at this point. I don't know if I leave it in longer or do I move it to another project. And I have an idea of where I would shift it to inside of the BSC, inside of the Auto Farm ecosystem. So let me know down in the comments. Do I leave it here? Because it could turn around. I mean, this week, this could turn around. It could turn around. I mean, the thing about these high APYs, there's only $8 million in the liquidity pool. So it could drop below $200 within a week. It could go to, $500 within a week. Like, that's possible. It's crazy. It's insanity. You're literally throwing darts at a dartboard. At this point, it's basically gambling. Because even if the project does well, if this SBDO token just takes off, I'm still going to get hurt a little bit. So let me know your thoughts. Do I keep it here or do I move it? Let me know down in the comments. All right, so all three of these pools got about $400 in it. This one got, actually it's like $395 and some change, but this one is at $379, so not too bad. Where's this one at? $373. So the lowest they've been, I've been watching them, is in the 360s. So that's not too horrible. Here we go. Boom! Look, I'm winning on that one. 442. So if you take these profits and put them over here, then I've not even lost $20. That's actually shocking. Like, that is shocking. Like, I'm actually impressed that I haven't lost more. Right now, I don't know. Do I leave it here for another week and see what happens, or do I move it? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll make an update video for you on what I'm gonna do. If I'm gonna leave it, or if I'm gonna move it. So just let me know in the comments. So that's what's going on with these pools here. Let me come back over here. Now, just a quick recap. If you're following Auto Farm, the auto tokens pulled back a good bit. I think it was maybe 14 or 15 at one point. So it's pulled back a good bit. That's just people taking rewards. These rewards have dropped. They were 1.5% daily. Currently 385% APR. The reason, or APY, the reason that's dropped is because a lot more people have coming into the pool. If you saw my video on how to liquidity farm, then anytime that a pool grows, the APY is going to drop. Even though, this is just them, I'm farming the auto token. I mean, that's what I'm getting right here is auto rewards. That's a big part of it. And I actually like farming on auto farm. It's probably my favorite farm personally right now. So if you don't know how to yield farm, if none of this makes sense to you, then go watch my video. I'll link it above on yield farming. I'll put it on the end screen. If you're still trying to get into the Binance ecosystem, then I have an entire video. It's about 15 minutes long that shows you how to, even if you don't have no crypto, you're like, what is this Binance thing all about? How does that work? Then I'll have a video that takes you from zero to hero. I'll link that above as well. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. And again, don't forget to vote in the comments. Leave it or move it. Decentralized cryptocurrency equals freedom. This is Crypto Wealth. I'm out. And the good news is I didn't get wrecked yet.